Hi, Matt with eTrailer. If you have a 2024 Jeep Grand Wagoneer and you're looking for something that's going to have a pretty high weight capacity so you can carry your heavy e-bikes, and you want something that's going to be adaptable, so if you make any changes to what type of bikes you're riding, or if you want to carry some other items with you, then the Saris MHS bike rack is going to be a great option for you. So let's check it out. And the reason why I say this is adaptable is because you can actually change up the trays on here so you can carry different types of bikes. Now the trays we have on here currently are going to be the duo trays, which are very versatile. They have a 100-pound weight capacity and they're going to only mount to your wheels, so you'll be able to carry even some carbon frame bikes or alternative frame bikes too. And if you notice, I left this bracket on here. This doesn't come with your kit. This bracket is actually something, so if you want to get a cargo carrier put on the very end of your carrier, you'll be able to do that. But like I said, this can handle some pretty heavy bikes, but it's really not going to impact the tilt too much. To show you what I mean, if I pull on this lever here, put that back some, I might add, this is pretty heavy. That's one of the reasons why you might want to go with a different type of tray, because those trays are pretty hefty. And this will grant me access to my hatch. Now, we'll say this won't open all the way. We're going to have to stop right before our handlebars here. If I kept going up, we would make contact with this, which will actually give us a lot of clearance underneath here. So if you need to grab anything like groceries or put anything away, you'll be able to do it as long as it's not super big items. And it'll also give you the ability to grab a ramp. You can actually find one of these ramps on our website so you can easily take off your heavy e-bikes. And speaking of taking our bike off, we can do that now. First, I'm going to put it in the seated position. Remember, this will be pretty heavy if you got 200-pound bikes on here, but for right now, it's not too bad with just a standard bike. It'll click into place to let you know it's down. Now, where you want to start is with this strap here on your tire. So I'm just going to undo that, pull that through. It's going to have a little hook on one side so you can keep this out of your way for when you try to take it off. And then remove the front side. All I'm going to do is pull this lever, squeeze in, just make sure you don't pinch your fingers because this is a pinch point. That's why I like to do it two hands sometimes and lower that down. Now I could put my ramp on this side, but I don't have a lot of clearance over here. So I'm going to go to the back side. This can be a little tricky sometimes too if you're by yourself, but I'll just repeat that same process on the rear tire. Maintain control of my bike, and then put this ramp on. This is just going to slide into place, just like that. You'll just undo one of these wing nuts on the bottom side, and this will extend out. The reason why you want to extend it out is just because this is going to be a little bit tricky to push up here with that type of length. This is a little bit more manageable now. And then with the other hand, I'll tighten this back down. I can lower this off. The reason why this is a big pro is because if you have those really heavy e-bikes that are around 100 pounds, trying to push it up a steep ramp is going to be pretty difficult. Now this still is a little steep. So trying to push it up just like this, you're going to have a little bit of fight with you. And really, it doesn't feel too bad, but if this is more than what you want, then I'd also recommend checking out the Saris Door County. Now, what's nice about that is it's not going to come with a ramp, but it's going to have a carrier that actually lowers down with the press of a button. That's really nice because it'll be a lot more manageable to take off of your vehicle, especially with how high the Grand Wagoneer sits up. With it in this position, let's talk about how it's going to interact with your Wagoneer. So it is going to block a few things, so our license plate and our backup camera will be mostly obstructed. So I'd recommend either using your back window or your mirrors if you do plan on backing up. As far as your taillights, that will be partially obstructed. Now if you want a little bit more peace of mind, you can actually get a light kit separately put on here. It'll just mount up here, kind of in the center of your vehicle, and allow people to see if you're braking or making any turns. And what's also nice is your vehicle is going to have some pre-installed 4-way and 7-way wiring installed in it, so you can actually easily just plug in the lights to your Saris in here if you choose to go that route. Now if you want to go the Door County route, because that's going to be great if you want those heavy e-bikes, but you still want lights back here and be able to use it. Then you're going to have the 7-pole that's already installed too. So either way you go, you're going to be prepped and ready to go. Now we're already down here. Let's kind of talk about how it's going to install. So right here, we're going to have our 2-inch shank, and that's going to go into your 2-inch receiver. Then we're going to have an anti-rattle bolt that goes through and connect to a lock core. And that lock core is just to give you extra security so no one can come by and take your bikes. In my opinion, I think this is a solid choice if you do want to go with something that's going to be perfect for carrying your heavy e-bikes from point A to point B. Now, if you think you're going to struggle a little bit with that ramp, again, I do recommend the Saris Door County. But if you plan on just mainly hauling your heavy e-bikes, then I think this is going to be a great option, especially since if you just want to use the ramp, it's just a simple option to go with. Well, that's just a look at the Saris MHS bike rack on the back of our 2024 Jeep Grand Wagoneer. I'm Matt. Thanks for watching.